Hey guys, I'm gonna be doing a review of Kush Tape. I'm gonna try to make it as quick as I can, just because the video's fucked up like twice. Fucking camera keeps falling over or something stupid. But yeah. So I've had quite a few people ask me on Instagram what my thoughts were on it or if I preferred it over other stuff. And basically, I'm just gonna go ahead and address all that stuff like in one video, so that way I can just you know link people to it if I get more questions. But I would say that I mean I've talked about it before that FBS is my favorite tape personally, but that's because I've been using it since I was like 14 or some shit. So I don't think anything's necessarily going to change that exactly, but realistically, the only two tapes that I use are FBS and Kush Tape. I've gone through fucking a shitload of Kush Tape, like because he sends them to me and sends me packages and all my sponsor packs and every time I get decks or whenever we've seen each other, he gives me fucking tape. It's like Gary's always just hooking it up, but luckily I love it because I go through that tape like nothing. Like this board's on like its I would say like fifth or sixth piece of Kush tape. This one has FBS on it now, but it this thing's gone through at least 10 pieces of fucking Kush tape. But I'm stoked. I should be getting another pack soon because I did just run out, as you can tell with this one having like 60% of a piece of tape. But I would I would really recommend it, especially if you're on like a little bit of a budget and you don't want to spend like $15 on a pack of FBS. Plus wait like 2 weeks for it to get shipped from Fingerboard store if you're in America, or ordering it off of Flatface, which obviously I don't have a problem with ordering stuff off Flatface, but um, I would say that for sure, if you haven't tried it yet and you've been thinking about it, it's definitely worth it. It's it's my it's my second favorite tape. It's like really the only piece of tape that I want to use besides FBS. I I originally, whenever I tried it, the only problem I really had was that it was kind of thick for my preferences. But I talked to him about that like before his web store was even open, honestly. And by the time I got my next deck, the tape was thinned out quite a bit. I don't know if you can fucking see that. There's a smudge on my screen right where I'm trying to fucking look. But yeah, the tape is the perfect thickness now. It feels really fucking comfortable whenever you land. It's just all the time. It's just amazing. But I would say that for sure this tape is a close second for me to FBS. The only thing negative I have to say about it still is just that like at the in the state that it's in right now is that it does get dirty kind of fast. But that's probably my own fault. Like shredding in the backyard parks and on all the cement stuff that I make and street skating and stuff, because this is my street setup, so I mean it gets dirty relatively quickly. Like last video I fucking put this piece of tape on here and fucking showed how I clean my tape, but pretty much you just want to take 98 millimeters of duct tape or your tape of choice, and you want to just go ahead, put it right over top of your board, and you just push it onto your tape like so. Obviously you want to go ahead and just put a little bit of pressure on each part of it. Take this base of a screwdriver, and there you have it. Makes your tape wear in a little bit more, I would say. Obviously fucking ripping off the top layer and you know sticking adhesive on it, but it cleans off all the dirt and makes it to where your tape feels extremely grippy all over again. So every time you fucking flick anything, the catch is just like that's the best part of this tape to me, is the catch is just every catch feels too comfortable. Like it's like ungodly comfortable. So I would say that for sure, if you haven't tried this tape yet, get on it, dude. What are you doing? But yeah, like I said, I've fucking gone through a shitload of tape pieces, so I have tried it extensively before I tried to go ahead and tell people to try it, because I pretty much did use FBS only for like years. But for like the last 6 months, I've been using Kush Tape, and I love it, man. Like, I really do. The only thing I would say is, like, if you ride your tape to where it's like starting to fall apart or getting holes blown out in like parts of it and shit like that, like I do, um, a lot of times whenever you peel the tape off, there's gonna be a lot of residue on there. Just goog on it, or like just try to do it like incrementally, like really slow, so that way you can peel it off how you want and be more in control of that than fucking just trying to rip off like small pieces and fighting with chunks of adhesive. I would say just rip it off in one big slow chunk incrementally, and then just fucking you know goog on it up. You just take like a small washcloth, put like a drop of that shit on there, and then just fucking give it a quick rub down, and then just wipe it off, and it's as good as new. I love this tape. I've pretty much just been using it lately, and I would say that if you haven't tried it, you won't be disappointed. It took me, I want to say, like 2 pieces to get used to it. After I got used to the first piece, I was like, okay, this is pretty good. This is pretty good tape. And then probably the second or third piece that I was going through, like I started to really like it. I would almost started to prefer it on certain setups. You know what I mean? Like I didn't want uh, like outdoor boards to have anything besides it, or I didn't want like my beast pants to have anything besides it. But like it's just like stuff like that. But I would say figure out what your preferences are really, and just follow through with those. Like, but for my preferences, FBS and Kush Tape are the tapes to use for sure. So hopefully, if you had any questions, or if you were thinking about picking up a package to try, um, hopefully this answers that. Even if you don't want to try a whole pack, like fucking buy one of these boards, because guaranteed, no bullshit, these boards are some of the best in the community. Like both shapes, the B1s and the B2s, like they're just too fucking sick, dude. Too fucking sick. These boards are perfect, man. Like I've spent, I've bought Berlinwoods $50, fucking just I've tried pretty much any board in the community. It's not that they're better craftsmanship wise or anything like that, but I do think the shapes are more comfortable. I think the craftsmanship is on the same level as companies that are charging $50 for boards. And sometimes even, like companies will charge like 40 or 45. And I'm not against paying that much, because I know they are handmade and stuff. But the fact that Gary's boards are like, you can go on his site and get one for like fucking $25, $28 with a graphic, and like you have a board that'll last you until you stop fingerboarding. Like you could keep it in your collection and it'll be one of your main setups until you stop. Or if you don't stop, then you can just fucking keep riding it. Like I've had some of these boards that I have set up, like this Big Brother, this is like fucking my original Big Brother, and like they're just all killing it, dude. Like you don't get rid of these boards. Like I don't think I would ever get rid of one of those boards unless it was a specific gift board, which I've done. Like I gave our vocalist one of my blanks, but I would say for sure at least try a package of tape. If you need a new board, buy one of his decks, because they're fucking sick as fuck, and he'll send you 2 pieces of Kush Tape in each deck order. So, I mean, if you don't want to try a whole pack, you can just order a deck, and you can try 2 pieces, and get it done that way. And then, that might be a little bit easier for you. Some people may not want to try 4 or 5 pieces. They might just want to try 1 or 2 and make their decision off of that. But I prefer to try stuff a little bit more drawn out, I guess, because I'm minorly OCD about fingerboarding. But I would say for sure, check it out. I'll put his link to his website and his Instagram in the bio. And if anybody wants other stuff reviewed, I'll try to make the videos shorter. I don't know how this got over 10 minutes, but just put in the comments what you guys want reviewed. I do have a lot of other stuff that I haven't reviewed yet. I have Joy Cult 70Ds I'm probably going to review next. But if anybody has any requests for reviews, just go ahead and drop it in the comments, and I'll try to get around to it as soon as I can if I have the shit. And if I don't have the shit, obviously I won't do it. So yeah, all right. You guys all have a beautiful time. I gotta go do band stuff, get tickets for our next show, and yeah, I'm gonna put this on YouTube. Dutch.